Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Bella in Your Business. My name is Bella Vasta, and today we are going to be talking about Instagram with the queen of Instagram, Miss Jen Herman. Jen is a social media consultant, speaker, and globally recognized Instagram expert. She is the forefront blogger on Instagram marketing, and her blog, Jen's Trends, has won top title of top 10 social media blogs in 2014, 15, 16. Throughout her blog, consulting, and speaking, Jen provides tips, resources, and training for small to medium-sized businesses that need to structure their social media strategies. Her business background includes administration, sales, human resources, and marketing, and she enjoys bringing these skills together to help you grow your business. Jen has been featured in Fox, Inc., Yahoo Finance, Huffington Post, The Verge, CBS Radio LA, and numerous other podcasts and publications. She's also, get this, the author of Instagram for Business for Dummies, the ultimate beginner's guide to Instagram, and Stop Guessing, your step-by-step guide to creating a social media strategy. So you guys, we have the queen of Instagram today, and I'm so excited for you to meet her. Jen, welcome to the show.
Thank you. This is so exciting.
Yeah. And also notable is that on Tuesday, August 15th at 2 p.m. Eastern, you are going to be in the mastermind showing our members exactly how to get their Instagram hashtag strategy under control. Because as we know, a lot of people are just like, they don't know what they're doing, admittedly, right? And it doesn't make it easier that Instagram keeps changing the ways that they show things every month. So, tell us, like, why is social media strategy, just, in general, globally thinking, why is it important for a business to even have one?
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where I always use the example of, like, if you're just throwing spaghetti on the wall to see what sticks, sooner or later, something's going to stick, but you're going to waste a lot of spaghetti, right? So your strategy is so that all the spaghetti sticks to the wall and you're not just trying to guess your way through. So strategy helps you pick the right content for the right results. Sometimes you want content that's just going to get more likes and comments. Sometimes you want content that's going to drive link clicks or opt-ins or video views or different things, and different content drives different outcomes. So having the strategy, knowing what drives what outcomes so you can do more of what works, means you get better results and you're actually going to get that eventual conversion, whether that's the sale, whether it's the opt-in, whether it's the brand awareness, whatever your outcome is.
Yes, I love all of that. So that basically means that it's not just about like the likes and the hearts and the followers.
Exactly. It's so much more. And that's what, a lot of small businesses are so focused on, that vanity metric, right? We want that. We want the likes. We want the follower counts. We're like, why don't I have 10,000 followers? And I'm like, well, how many people could you serve? Like, if you're a pet sitter, could you have 10,000 clients? No, you'd have to massively expand your business. So why would you need 10,000 followers? 1,000 followers is much more realistic, because of those, if 10% of them became converted clients, you'd have 100 clients. That's manageable. That's realistic. It's not about getting 400 likes on a photo or having that reel go viral. Those are great. We all love it when it happens, but does that actually impact the bottom line of your business? Does it actually bring in revenue?
Yes, I love that so much. And I think I want everyone listening right now to ask themselves, like, what is my strategy? What am I looking to do on Instagram? Is it just the likes, or are you looking to do something else? One of the many things that Jen just talked about. So kind of segueing that into, so there's Instagram, and then how do we use it for business? What's the importance of utilizing Instagram in business? And I want you to talk to those people that are like, they're really scared to do it because they're not sure what to say, and they're not sure who's I heard some girl the other day, she goes, well, I'm going to post and like, just no one's going to like it. And then I'm going to be like that kid in the cafeteria who no one wants to eat with. So can you speak to that a little bit as, using Instagram for our business as it pertains to that?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, there's over 2 billion monthly active users on Instagram. So your audience is there, right? This isn't one of those things where you're like, oh, only the kids are there. One of the biggest demographics is the 35 to 50-year-old. That's the second largest demographic on the Instagram platform. And for most of us, that's our target audience. So they are there, they are consuming content, they are looking for things to interact with. So if you're scared because they're not there, or it's going to be a waste of time, no, your audience is there and you can make it worth it. Now, for those who might be, like you said, more scared to create content or what they should be creating, remember that Instagram, for the most part, is a fun platform, right? It's not LinkedIn. They didn't go over there to read an article. They didn't go over there to, watch some webinar video that's a 20-minute tutorial on something. They're there in a quick scroll, quick consumption mode. So great things that perform really well. Puppies and dogs and kitties. Like, people love animals, bunnies, everything. So if you're in the pet industry, this is a huge win for you because people love animals. So even just a cute photo of a dog is likely to garner engagement even without doing anything behind it. But then it becomes, okay, what can you do with that? What's the purpose of posting that dog? Well, you can talk about whether you've got grooming services, or whether you're a dog walker, or are you a pet sitter, or are you a behavioral consultant? Like, what do you do in that pet industry? And you start talking about that. But remember, people want to be entertained while learning. So make it fun, make it light. Don't write a dissertation of information. Just say something along the lines of, here's a service that we offer. Or if your dog is dying to get out of the house and going stir crazy this summer, let me help you. Keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it fun. People want to be entertained, and animals are a great way to do it.
I love that. Those are all really great suggestions. I hope you guys are taking notes. But now, Jen, it just seems like it keeps changing and evolving every month. Like, what is that about? Like, are there things that are staying constant? Are there things that are drastically changing? Because I think that's something else that some of the business owners just feel like, oh, I can't keep up with it all.
Yeah. And I mean, not to scare you, but on average, we have 9 or 10 Instagram updates a month. So there are constant changes, right? This is something that can seem overwhelming, but of those changes, only 2 or 3 of them are really significant. A lot of those things every month are they're testing something, or they've made a small tweak to this, or they've improved this or expanded options for something. So they're not usually hugely impactful to your strategy. For the most part, your Instagram strategy is pretty evergreen. The thing to keep in mind with Instagram is that it's a one-to-one relationship. So if you follow me on Instagram, how you interact with my content determines where my content appears in your feed. It's not a popularity contest like Facebook, where the more people that interact with something, the more people Facebook shows it to. It's not like that on Instagram. So you just want to remember that you want to be fostering those relationships. So when someone comments, reply to their comment, even if it's just a happy face emoji. We want to generate that dialogue and relationship. You also want to push people towards direct messages. When they reply to your story, if they do a quick reply to your story, that sends them to your DMs. If you want to give somebody a link to something, instead of saying click the link in bio, say shoot me a DM and I'll give you the link. Because the moment you open up a direct message, Instagram believes you have a personal relationship. And if we have a personal relationship, you're going to see more of my content. So as a business, as a brand, we want to do what we can to foster those relationships. That's always going to help you on the platform.
That is amazing. I love all of it. So what are the major changes we've seen so far in 2023? And what are your predictions for the second half of the year? What do you think?
So we got broadcast channels. This year was a big change, which I don't love for most businesses, to be honest. Broadcast channels are a one-to-many. So I post to my broadcast channel. Everyone who's subscribed to it sees it, but they can't reply. There's no dialogue. There's no relationship. That was a big change. Obviously, Threads came out this year, but that's a whole other topic because that's kind of like the Twitter, impersonation. So we won't even talk about that, but that was another big update that came out. We've had some other things related to like content sharing, like Reels have made a slight changes, with new features, whether it's editing features, those sorts of things. In general, for the rest of this year, I think we're going to see more things coming for direct messages because Instagram continues to push hard on direct messages. So I think we'll see more features and functionality coming into the inbox functions.
Okay.
We're going to see more Reels updates. They constantly keep making it easier and easier to create Reels. If you remember 2 years ago when you tried to film a Reel, it was like the clunky, awkward, super difficult thing. Now there's so much app editing in Reels that you almost don't need to use something like CapCut or a third-party tool to edit your videos. So they're trying to make it easier for people to do that within the app. And then I think that we'll also see a little bit more in terms of algorithmic shifts, which isn't something we necessarily need or want, but they're still recalibrating. And we're finally at a pretty good place. The last 6 months have kind of stabilized, but I predict we'll see a couple more shifts in the algorithm just to recalibrate so that the consumers, not us as businesses, but that the consumers are getting the best possible experience on the platform.
Wow, that is incredible. Well, you guys heard it here first from the Instagram queen. Jen, there's so many updates. How do we keep in touch, or how do we keep on top of all of it?
Well, shameless plug. I have a newsletter.
I was setting you up for it, girlfriend.
Right? If you go to bit.ly, so bit / or bit.ly / Jen's Trends newsletter. That's JENNS Trends newsletter. You can sign up for my newsletter. It goes out the first Wednesday of every month, and it covers all the Instagram updates. So everything that happened from the last month, plus all the other big social media news. And I break it all down in ways that are actually relevant to you, and a ton of other information in that newsletter. So again, only once a month, because I don't have time to write that many newsletters either, honey. So yeah, I won't clog your inbox, but that'll keep you up to date on everything. Or feel free to join my free Facebook group, which is if you go to Facebook and search Jen's Trends in social media, you can find that Facebook group, and we share a lot of Instagram updates and things in there as well.
That's fantastic. Now I'm going to save all the hashtag questions for you for the mastermind training, and just be prepared, because I know a lot of the members also are probably going to be like, well, what does this one look like? Is this okay? And you're going to probably help them increase it. So if you guys aren't in the mastermind yet, you definitely, and you're interested in Instagram and social media, that's all we're talking about this month of August. And I hope to see you in there. Just go to jumpconsulting.net / mastermind. You guys, this all does not have to be difficult. Who you hang out with and who you feed your ears with makes all the difference in the world. So just, take a good mental note of what you're doing and who you're around, because if you're struggling in certain areas, there are definitely ways that you can be helped and supported. This has been another episode of Bella in Your Business. Thank you to Jen Herman for joining me today. And remember, when life gets you down, always keep jumping. Bye now.